There we go. There we go. Let's get started, folks. Here's the warm up question. Um, what soft drink was hyped in the 1940s radio ads as twice as much for a nickel, too? So, Viper fan guessing Coke and a Dr. Pepper. Neither of those is correct. Maddie L, Viper fan, giving me the big brain. There we go. 0x2. Guys, yeah, good morning. Um, if you can give me an upvote, it always helps. Looks like I'm zero on RPAN. One up, one down. So yeah, if you're on RPAN or YouTube, give me a thumbs up, and let's get the show on the road here. So anybody else have a guess for what soft drink was hyped in the 1940 radio ads as twice as much for a nickel too? It is not Coke or Dr. Pepper or Moxie. Good morning, guys. Awesome. Power Trip and Mod and Jacid Trip. Give me a big brain emoji and maybe an upvote. That would be helpful too. Not 7 Up coming from Anthony. Anybody else? Everybody's guessing RC Cola. Nobody wants to guess the right one. What soft drink was hyped in 1940s radio ads as twice as much for a nickel too? No, not RC Cola. If you're on Reddit, give me a big brain. That's how we chime in here. The YouTube people have done it, and yeah. Alrighty, 4 upvotes, 25 people. Moxie, what is Moxie? I haven't heard of Moxie before. No, it wasn't Moxie. I know my colas. There we go. Viper, Fang, guessing the right one. Pepsi. Three or four people put in Moxie. Tell me what Moxie is. I'd like to know. Never heard of it. What condition is 3 sheets to the wind as slang for? What condition is 3 sheets to the wind a slang for? There we go. Power Trip and Mod. You were crushing it last night on Lintique Bugs show, and yeah, I could hardly get an answer in edgewise for the little time I played. Anyways, good old Moxie is yucky. Tastes like medicine. So 3 sheets to the wind. What is 3 sheets to the wind? Power Trippin' Mod guessing drunk, and yeah, my trivia is harder. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. She had some pretty tough questions too. So, alrighty. Next question. 3 sheets to the wind was drunk. Yeah, when you're drunk, you're 3 sheets to the wind. What country is home for the most cattle? What country is home for the most cattle? I did not get this right. Power Trip and Mod with an answer. We got 18 on RPAN, 4 on YouTube. Guys, if you go to YouTube, it's usually a bit better stream. Yeah, it usually responds better, looks better, it not so laggy. So 3 people guessing US. I did too. We got Viper thinking Australia and Brazil as another good answer. All of those incorrect. All of those are incorrect. Which country has the most cattle is the question at hand. Trivia. Just type in generous trivia, or somebody can put the link. If you put generous trivia, it should come up. And if we hit 10 concurrent on what do you call it, on YouTube, I'll give away $5. So that's all we have to do. No, it's not Mexico. Which country has the most cat? No, it's not England. There we go. Muto 767 putting us out of our misery with the right answer. Yes, it is India. India is, yeah, it kind of makes sense, especially with their not killing of, what do you call it, cows. that there would be, yeah, a lot of cattle there. What Eastern States motto, according to Stephen Pearl, should be "What died"? Ah, that's funny. Power trip and mod. Why are you yelling what? Oh, no, it disappeared. Alrighty, here we go. We got what movie earned all oh no, sorry. What Eastern States motto, according to Stephen Pearl, should be "What died"? What died? Anthony guessing Pennsylvania. How about over here? Anybody on Reddit have an answer? Oh, Power Trip and Mod guessing New Jersey. What Eastern States motto, according to Stephen Pearl, should be "What died"? uh, Maine 0XS guessing Maine. Anybody else? Guys, if you give me an upvote, whether you're on Reddit or YouTube, it's helpful. It gets more people here. It's more fun. More competition and more answers rolling. Anybody else got a guess? For what Eastern States motto, according to Stephen Pearl, should be "What died"? Nobody else has a guess. Well, Power Trip and Mod gets it right with New Jersey. It's also what I thought. So here we go. What hefty weapon came into its own in Europe in 1326? What hefty weapon came into its own in Europe in 1326? Guys, if you could give me an upvote, always helps, especially on YouTube. Yeah, gets a few more people in here. We've got the broadsword, the trebuchet, the Tommy gun. It's a little early, or it's 1326. I don't think the Tommy gun was quite invented then. What hefty is the key weapon came into its own in Europe in 1326? Trebuchet is not correct. It's not the broadsword, and it's definitely not the Tommy gun. Yeah, who knows? The weaponry, the world weaponry, and what came into its own. The Warhammer. That's interesting, but not correct. Mudo. What hefty weapon came into its own in Europe in 1326? Guys, I have now contests in Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, each having $10 by the end of August. Actually, we do it on September 1st. So you just have to go answer a simple question and have a chance to win 10 bucks. So the longbow, no. I'll try it again. What hefty? Hefty is the key word there. There we go. Power Trip and Mod. Getting it right with a cannon. Yeah, it's the bazooka. Coffee buzzing. You need a bit more coffee. Yeah, 1326 didn't see the bazooka. No. So here we go. Next question. What's the largest member of the violin family? What's the largest member of the violin family? Who knows their musical instruments? So as I was saying, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you type in Jenner's Trivia, I'm sure we'll come up. And there's a question you just answer for a chance at 10 bucks. So we got a cello, viola, giant violin, a East Coast rabbit, getting close with bass, and but not quite there. On YouTube, there's a bit of silence. Guys, if you want a bit better experience, go to YouTube and look for Jenner's Trivia. I just find there's a lot less lag there, which makes it better experience and less issues. The bass cello, no, it's not the cello. No musicians in the bunch. The question is, which is the largest member of the violin family? The violin family. Call at the base. Okay. Yeah, you called it the bass, but it's actually a bit big. It's got a bigger name than just bass. No, not the fiddle. Maddie guessing cello. No, it's not. It's bigger than the bass. Any musicians in here before I reveal the answer? What's the largest member of the violin? Nope, not the standing bass. You're getting sort of closer. Last time I'm going to ask, what's the largest member of the violin family? No, it's not the bassoon, the upright bass. Everybody trying to figure out what kind of bass is it. Alrighty, I will reveal the answer. It's the double bass. It's called the double bass. How many minutes pass on average between murders in the U.S. in 1990? I'm going to guess the year. It's around that year. How many how many minutes pass on average between murders in the U.S. in 1990? Here are the options: 2.4 minutes, 24 minutes, or 240 minutes. Power Trip and Mod just given no, I gave three options, guys. It's 2.4 minutes, 24 minutes, or 240 minutes. There we go. Quite a few people guessed it right. Every 24 minutes. That's kind of sad, actually. But it's true. What part Native American was the first president of the National Football League? Oh, I knew this name. I couldn't think of it, though. What part Native American was the first president of the National Football League? Guys, welcome on RPAN. I just dropped a bunch of questions. I'll grab a few more. Welcome to RPAN as well as YouTube. YouTube, it has a bit better. It's faster, and I've had less issues. So if you want to hop over there, that'd be great. Just look up Generous Trivia on YouTube. Here we go. What part Native American? No, you got to give the name, not the band. Was the first president of the National Football League? It's a pretty famous name. I've heard of it. Yeah. What part Native American was the first president of the National Football League? Is this the tougher questions you were mentioning? Red Auerbach? No. Power Trip and Mod? Are these the tougher questions? No, it wasn't Roger Auerbach. He shares the name with Wade, guessing Cherokee as well. Yeah, that's the band. I don't think that's a person's name. It's a person's name. He shares the name with a famous Canadian comedian with the last name Carey. There we go. There is my hint. Frank Lombardi, no. Zachary Taylor, no. What part Native American was the first president of the National Football League? Wade Watts figures out the first name, but you need to know the first. You're Native American. Awesome. Well, then you need to figure this one out. He shares his name with a Canadian comedian with the last name Carey. No, he shares the first name with a Canadian comedian with the last name Carey. Jim Carrey is who I'm referring to, but what is this part Native American whose first president was the first president of the National Football League? His name was Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe. Alrighty. What car company sloganizes I love what you do for me. Hmm. This is, I don't remember. There we go. Stereo Pit this finally gets it with Jim Thorpe. What US state gets, or no, what car company sloganizes, I love what you do for me? I love what you do for me. Does anybody remember those commercials? I can't remember. I love what you do for me. Not as catchy as Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. I love what you do for me. Maddie says, a not Volkswagen, East Coast Rabbits, guessing Subaru, but Power Trip and Mod and Coffee Buzzin' get it right with Toyota. Toyota. What country was the first to use a modern flamethrowers? What country was the first to use a modern flamethrowers? Wade Watts getting it right with Toyota. What country was the first to use modern flamethrowers? Guys, if you want a bit better experience, you can always go over to YouTube if you're on RPAN. And it helps me out too. I'm trying to get monetized there. Then I can give away more money. If we get up to 10 there, I will give away 10 bucks. Alrighty. What was the first country to use modern flamethrowers? We got Germany, US, Russia, and Scotland. And we got US over there. It was, in fact, Germany. Power Trip and Mon, and I think East Coast Rabbit was trying to write that as well. Oh yeah, what sports name is used for G in the International Telecommunications Union phonetic alphabet? You know, alpha, Alpha Bravo, that one. What sports name is used in that in for G in the International Telecommunications Union phonetic alphabet? Anybody know? WWE. Flammenwerfer. There we go. There's the German for flamethrower. It was Germany. Yes, it was Germany was correct. And some telling me that's Flammenwerfer. Alrighty. So what is that G word? No, it's not. It's not G as in gymnastics. That would be a little bit G as in golf. Yes, golf. That'd be a good one. G as in gymnastics, especially because that doesn't even sound like a G word. Sounds like a J word. Alrighty. What's the human gullet most often called? What's the human gullet most often called? Down the gullet. Ooh, is that a bit of a hint? Alrighty. Guys, if you're enjoying it, r/generous trivia is where I am at Reddit. And there we go. Lots of people getting it right with throat, and throat. Zeros, Coffee Buzzin', Mulligan, Anthony, Viper Fang. Everybody getting, well, almost everybody got it right with throat. Yeah, r/generous trivia. If somebody can type that out, that's where you can find out when I'm posting or when I'm going live and such, as well as a question and answer. I'm going to put that up after the show for the month. And yeah, here we go. What part of the head is sometimes called the schnoz or the schnozzle? Schnozola. No, not schnoz. Schnozola. What part of the head is sometimes called a schnoz or a schnozola? Again, I meant to mention Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you type in Generous Trivia, I'm sure you'll come across me. And there's a question on all three. You can win 10 bucks by just giving the right answer. So go check those out. That'd be awesome. Nose. Almost everybody had it right. Yes, it is the schnoz is the nose. What's the French phrase for a deadly woman? What's the French phrase for a deadly woman? Often seen in the movies and such. Yeah. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. I just watched Canada claim bronze in the 100-meter, beaten out by an Italian, the first Italian running 100-meter running medal, and it was gold. Engineering beast, forgotten my mantra, as well as Viper Fang, getting it right. The femme fatale. Femme fatale. Alrighty. What's a TV director signaling the cast to do by running a finger across his throat? Excuse me. Sorry about that. It's just getting a little bit of a frog in my throat. What does this action mean? There we go. Again, Power Tripper Mod, Engineer Beast, forgot my mantra, Anthony, as well as Viper Fang, all getting it right with cut. It's over. I guess it's yeah. Anyways, finger or whole hand. What did Frank Fleer name the gum he made in 1928 that blew bubbles twice as large as the previous brand? What did Frank Fleer name the gum he made in 1928 that blew bubbles twice as large as the previous brand? Not double mint, not bazooka, not bubblegum. Yes, Avenido chiming in with the big brain. Not Hubba Bubba, Anthony. Power Trippin' Mod gives it a big brain and comes up with the right answer. It is Double Bubble. Yes, Double Bubble. Hence the name. Twice the size, Double Bubble. Alrighty. What catchy name did producers of The Fugitive choose for the one-armed man? I'm not sure why it's catchy, but anyways, what catchy name did the producers of The Fugitive choose for the one-armed man? I still don't understand why it's catchy, but that's the question at hand. Do you guys remember the Fugitive? It was kind of an interesting movie. What's the catchy name did producers of The Fugitive choose for the one-armed man? I don't know why it's catchy. I can't even understand remotely what the catchy part of this is. It's just a regular name. It's not Tommy Lee Jones. No, that was one of the actors. Not Tommy Lee Jones. I might have to give the answer because there is no real way to big brain this. Either you know it or you don't. What catchy name did producers of The Fugitive choose for the one-armed man? Richard Kimball is not. Repeat the question last time. What's the catchy name? I don't know why it's catchy because it's not. It's just a name, kind of a boring name, to be honest. Did producers of The Fugitive choose for the one-armed man? Unless there's something I'm missing here, and that's why it's catchy. But anyways, management. Any is that management? Any nice to meet you. Give me a big brain when you chime in. Somebody did that. A few people did that actually today. When you first chime in every time, give me a big brain. All right, I'm going to give the answer. Fred Johnson. Can anybody tell me why a one-armed man and Fred Johnson are somehow that's a catchy name? I'm lost. All righty. What day of the week did the Romans call Dies Solis? Dies Solis. No, not Lester Holt, not Richard Kimball. It was Fred Johnson. What? Here we go. What's the question? What day of the week did the Romans call Dies Solis? Good old Dies Solis. There we go. Power Trip and Mod, Avenida Delgado, as well as a Viper Fang. Get it right with Sunday. Dies Solis. What two Kevin Costner baseball movies were released within a year of each? What two Kevin Costner baseball movies were released within a year of each other? So name both movies. Yeah. Again, guys, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you type in Generous Trivia, $10, you could win $30 if you get all three months. So, yeah, that'd be awesome. Which two Kevin Costner baseball movies were released within a year of each other? We have Field of Dreams and a Bull Durham. Power Trip and Mod is nailing it. Ben, I guess, didn't hear baseball movie. Bodyguard of JFK. It's all right, Ben. No need to retract. We love all answers, wrong or not. Here we go. What Sunday night murder mystery series is George and Barbara Bush's favorite? Okay. This is coming from the 90s, so that we need to know what the president likes. What Sunday night murder mystery is George and Barbara Bush's favorite? Also my dad's. No worries, Ben. Here we go. CSI? No, I don't think CSI was even around at that time. What Sunday night murder mystery? The keyword is mystery series. Is George and Barbara Bush's favorite? Anybody know that kind of 90s, 80s, I think late 80s murder mystery? Oh, okay. Thank you. Eternal Vision. I don't know if I'll remember that every time, Ben, but thanks for coming over. Appreciate it. Need more people on YouTube. Going from Reddit to YouTube, it just helps out. It's a better experience. Anybody know Midsummer Murders? Nope, that wasn't it. I guess George and Barbara Bush and my dad were the only ones to ever watch this. What Sunday night murder mystery series is George and Barbara Bush's favorite? Murder mystery. Murder. I don't know how I can be any more helpful. Murder mystery. There we go. Ben, Eternal Vision 12 finally gets it right with Murder She Wrote. Murder She Wrote. Alrighty. No problem. I can't be here on the questions all night. So, what continent's name was derived from the Roman word for sunny? What What continent's name was derived from the Roman word for sunny? Oh, you said that? Did you have Murder She Wrote? No, I'm not sure. Coffee buzzing. I'm not sure what you said. Didn't show the answers. Interesting. All right, here's the question. What continent's name was derived from the Roman word for sunny? I guess there's a bug that's another reason to go over to YouTube. Another reason to go to YouTube because, yeah, I don't know. I didn't see that. If you did type it in, Coffee Buzzin', I didn't see it. So we got Australia, Africa, and Australia. I guess those are kind of the only two. And I guessed the wrong one. I thought it was Australia, but in fact, it is Africa. Africa. But Dia Solis was also Sunday. So Solis and Africa are somehow connected. I don't know. Alrighty. Whose old gray goose died in the mill pond standing on her head? So I assume that's some sort of rhyme that I don't know. Whose old gray goose, bless the rains down in at that time. Interesting. Whose old goose died in the mill pond standing on its head? It isn't old Mother Hubbard's. She had bear cupboards. Anybody know whose old gray goose died in the mill pond standing on her head? Guys, thanks for the upvote. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming on YouTube as well as RPAN. If you can give it an upvote, it's always appreciated, especially YouTube. The YouTubers, if you could do that, that would be helpful. Anybody else? Whose old gray goose died in the mill pond standing on her head? This is a tough one. Nobody has an answer in the next few seconds. I think I'm going to give the answer. Aunt Rhodey's. Aunt Rhodey's. Oh, man, I keep dropping clues today. Here we go. Aunt Rhodey. There we go. Ben, Eternal Vision 12 getting it. Aunt Rhodey, unless you heard me. Anyways, either way, yeah, it was Aunt Rhodey. I'd already, great. Fantastic. Aunt Rhodey. All right. What pro football team was named after a Wild West showman? That's all I'm going to give you in the clue. It's got a bit more of a clue in there, but I'm not going to give it to you. All righty. You got 6 over at YouTube. Not quite cracking the 10. What pro football team was named after a Wild West showman? Anybody else? No. It was in fact Power Trip and Mod gets it right with the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. What Grapes of Wrath novelist studied marine biology at Stanford? I might have asked this before. I'm not sure. What Grapes of Wrath novelist studied marine biology at Stanford? Anybody know their authors? There we go. Avenida Delgado, Power Trippin' Mod. Guessing it right with John Steinbeck. Yes, John Steinbeck. All right, I got about another 10 minutes in me, guys. Thanks for joining. Again, go to r/generous trivia on Reddit for all the updates. I'm now on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook too. So if you generous trivia there's an easy way to win $10. So go do that. What brand of beer does Rodney Dangerfield sip in Back to School? What brand of beer does Rodney Dangerfield sip in Back to School? Just a little sip. Viper, guessing something close. No, it's not close. Viper isn't close. Sorry. Anybody get out the beer? No, it wasn't Pabst. Wasn't Budweiser, Viper Fang. Anybody else have an idea? Nope, it wasn't Coors. This is the name every beer we know question. What brand of beer does Rodney Dangerfield sip in Back to School? Ben, Eternal Vision 12, getting it right with Miller Lite. Miller Lite. What 5 words follow Summertime in the opening of Gershwin's classic? What 5 words follow summertime in the opening of Gershwin's classic? And Duff beer. No, it wasn't Duff beer. It was Miller Lite. Anybody know what 5 words follow summertime in the opening of the Gershwin's classic? Summertime. I've heard of this expression before. Summertime. There we go. Avenida Delgado, and the living is easy is correct. Yes, it is correct. Alrighty, next question. What movie did Billy Crystal say was a combination of Deliverance and Bambi? What movie did Billy Crystal say was a combination of Deliverance and Bambi? Hint, it was a movie he was in. Just so you know. He wasn't commenting on some other person's movie. Power Trip and Mod, getting it right with City Slickers. Not big. Not big. Alrighty. What type of oil did Leonardo da Vinci use in the world's first high-intensity lamp? What type of oil? Brokeback Mountain. No, it wasn't Brokeback Mountain. What type of oil did Leonardo da Vinci use in the world's first high-intensity lamp? Alrighty. Safflower, whale oil, another whale, and we've got olive and canola. Wow, we've got lots of different ones. MCT, I'm not sure what that is, Ashley. But it is, in fact, Anthony gets it right with olive oil. It was olive oil, not castor oil. It was olive oil. Kind of makes sense. Probably had some olive oil then. What board game does Milton Bradley call a child's first game? So of all the games that are out there, what does Milton Bradley, obviously they make it, call a child's first game? Chutes and Ladder. No, not Sorry or Chutes and Ladder. Not Tiddlywinks, not Connect Four, not Chutes and Ladder. Not Monopoly. There we go. Maddie L. Or Maddie. There we go. Maddie Power Trip and Mod gets it right with Candyland. Candyland. Hey there, Lynette. Nice to see you. Give me a big brain emoji when you first sign on, guys. Just lets me acknowledge you. Lynette on YouTube. Yes, you got it right as well. It is Candyland. Candyland. What U.S. president was blinded? Oh, I've asked that before. What superpower saw the Gang of Eight try to take it over illegally in 1991, in August of 1990? What superpower saw the Gang of Eight try to take it over illegally in August 1991? Does anybody know what superpower? By superpower, superpower country. What country, as opposed to an actual, what superpower country saw the Gang of Eight try to take it over illegally in August 1991? Woo! Does anybody know who the Gang of Eight is? There we go. Lynette giving me the big brain. Anybody else or anybody know what superpower country did the Gang of Eight try to take over illegally in August 1991? There we go. Avenida Delgado gets it right with USSR. Yes, the Soviet Union. Ben also got it right. All righty. You know what, guys? I'm into the final 5. Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming, both on Reddit as well as YouTube. Guys, go to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Type in Generous Trivia. I'm sure we'll come up. And it's / Generous Trivia on all of those. And there's 3 ways to win $10. So $30 to be won. I'll also do one on Reddit shortly. So and okay, so your odds are good. What's the name? You know what? In the early 90s, not a lot of people would know. Today, lots more people. Especially in the, what do you call it? Especially after 9/11, obviously. What's the name of the U.S. naval base in Cuba? USSR anthem intensifies. All righty. Anybody else got an answer for what's the the name of the U.S. naval base in Cuba? There we Power Trippin' Mod and Avenida Delgado. Guessing right away. Guantanamo Bay. There we go. Lynette also getting it. Yes, Guantanamo Bay is the name. All right. We're in the last 3 questions. What was the nickname of frontierswoman Martha Jane Burke? What they said. There we go, Ashley. What they said. Guantanamo. What was the nickname of frontierswoman Martha Jane Burke? Who knows? Anybody know? Does anybody know what a frontierswoman is? No. What's the nickname of frontierswoman Martha Jane Burke? It is a famous name. I've heard of this nickname. Big Burke. No, Kay Edinburgh. Thanks for the last. No, it wasn't Big Burke. Neither was it Annie Oakley, not Martha Wayne. What's that? Radiated Demon? Nope, it wasn't that. What was the nickname of frontierswoman Martha Jane Burke? It is a famous name, kind of from the Wild West. The first name is a synonym for when something bad happens. There we go. Power Trippin' Mod coming up with Calamity Jane. Calamity Jane. All right. What country is home to 6,500 princes? Just 6,500. In 1990-ish. I don't think that's changed much, actually. What country is home to 6,500 princes? I had 2 countries in mind, and one of them was correct. So India, Nigeria is incorrect, but Viper Fang and Power Trippin' Mod get it right with Saudi Arabia. No, Saudi Arabia. Alrighty, this is the final question. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed some generous trivia. Again, we're giving away money at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Just find it, type in generous trivia or / generous trivia. There's an easy question to answer. Sign up there. I'm looking to get some followers there. And yeah, what country? It was Saudi Arabia. Not yeah. Technically the truth. Yes, Nigeria always wanting to give us their fortunes. Anyways, here is the last question of the morning. Earl Tupper. There we go. And yeah, UAE was my other guess, Ben. Eternal Vision. But it was Saudi. Here we go. What kitchenware was introduced by Earl Tupper in 1945? Bored Insomniac chiming in with the first right answer. Avenida Delgado, Kay Edinburgh, Power Trip and Mod, and Lynette. Everybody knows it is Tupperware. Guys, enjoy your morning. I'll be back at like 11:30 or 12. I'll put the time on at Jenner's Trivia. I'll put the link there. If you guys want to see that, go to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. That'd be awesome, guys. All righty. I'm done for the next hour and a half, and we'll see you then. Bye, guys.